Have you ever walked into a pharmacy or a supermarket, stood in front of that huge shelf full of supplements, and walked out with a bag full of stuff without even being sure if you needed any of it? If that's ever happened to you, know that you're in very good company, and science has a pretty honest answer about what's really going on here. Today, you're going to find out which supplements can actually make a difference, and most importantly, which ones you're probably buying for no reason at all. Before we get into the list, you need to understand the context, because without that understanding, any list just turns into another disguised advertisement. The supplement market moves hundreds of billions of dollars every year, and a huge part of that money comes from healthy people buying product after product for a very simple reason: fear. Fear of getting older, of losing muscle, of getting sick. And the industry is incredibly efficient at turning that fear into sales. Marketing promises youth, endless energy, and superior mental performance, all packaged in language that mimics science without necessarily being scientific. Influencers with no clinical background recommend entire protocols as if they were universal formulas, as if your body, your health, your routine were identical to anyone else's. The result is always the same: a cabinet full of bottles, test results still coming back abnormal, money going down the drain, and no real change. And why does this happen to so many people? Because no one teaches you the difference between what you want to hear and what you really need to know. Science makes it clear that supplements don't fix a bad diet, don't make up for a sedentary lifestyle, and don't replace sleep. No pill can do what a balanced meal, a good night's sleep, and regular walks can do consistently over time. More than that, the need for supplements is individual. It depends on the signs and symptoms in your blood tests, your age, your medications, the quality of your diet, and your sun exposure. I know that not everyone can easily see a doctor or get blood tests, but even so, I have to tell you that there is no universal supplement protocol. What matters is your specific situation and, most importantly, how you feel. And it's based on that any decision needs to be made. On top of all that, there is still a lot of supplements without scientific proof. And that's why today I'm going to share this list. Yeah, a list of supplements that actually have scientific backing and that we might really need. The first supplement with real evidence is vitamin D. And it deserves special attention because a lot of people underestimate it or, on the other hand, go totally overboard. Vitamin D doesn't work in the body like a regular vitamin. It acts more like a hormone, overseeing at the same time bone health, the functioning of the immune system, that's our body's defense system, and muscle strength. Think of it like an engineer who takes care of both the structure and the safety of your body at the same time. Who might really need it? People who spend most of their day indoors, the elderly, those with osteopenia, or anyone with a confirmed deficiency of this vitamin on a test, okay? What a lot of people don't know, though, is that too much can be dangerous. When you take more vitamin D than you need, more vitamin D than necessary, the calcium in your blood goes up too much. This can cause nausea, weakness, mental confusion, and in more serious cases, kidney damage and heart arrhythmia. A lot of people are taking extremely high doses without any medical recommendation, thinking that more is always better. It's not. The right way to assess this starts with a simple blood test, and any decision needs to be based on that information. But before we talk about other supplements, if you really enjoy health content, right? If you like taking care of yourself and you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, leave a like. It really helps and makes this video reach more people. And if you want to check out shorter content and see more of my daily life, follow me on Instagram. Continuing on, if vitamin D takes care of your body's structure, vitamin B12 takes care of your communication system. And here, there's a group of people who are systematically overlooked, okay? People over 50, those who take metformin, that very common medication for controlling blood sugar, right? Blood glucose. Those with gastritis, people who frequently use antacids, and anyone who doesn't eat meat or animal products are the main risk groups for having low B12. Vitamin B12 is essential for blood cells, for the nervous system, and for brain function. The problem is that its absorption depends on a protein produced by the stomach, and as we age, that production decreases. It's as if the doorway for B12 to enter your body gets smaller and smaller over time. Metformin, makes this process progressively and silently worse, and the longer you use it, the higher the risk. What makes all of this especially serious is that the symptoms of deficiency are easily mistaken for normal aging. Unexplained fatigue, tingling in the hands and feet, memory lapses, weakness. A simple lab test, along with your clinical history, can clearly resolve this issue. Now, the third supplement is going to surprise a lot of people. And it's exactly that surprise that makes it so important to know about. We're talking about creatine. Most people still associate this supplement exclusively with young gym goers trying to bulk up, right? To gain muscle mass. But science has turned that perception upside down. Creatine is a substance that your own body produces in small amounts, and it acts as an extra reserve of fuel inside muscle cells. When your muscles need, quick energy, to be more specific, that's when it kicks in to help resynthesize our energy currency called ATP. What multiple scientific analyses show is that creatine supplementation in adults over 50 helps preserve muscle mass, it preserves muscle mass, improves strength, and reduces the risk of sarcopenia, which is the progressive loss of muscle mass that comes with aging and is directly linked to the risk of falls, fractures, and loss of independence. And there's more. Recent scientific reviews show growing evidence of benefits for memory in older adults. It's not a definitive conclusion yet, but the data are promising, enough to be taken seriously. The most studied dose is 3 to 5 grams per day, with a good safety profile. Anyone with pre-existing kidney disease should talk to their doctor before using it, but if you don't have kidney issues, you don't need to worry about the myth that creatine is bad for your kidneys. Speaking of protection, the fourth supplement is omega-3, and here the nuance is just as important as the information itself, because marketing has distorted reality so much that many people believe it's essential for everyone. Omega-3 is a healthy fat, mainly found in fish like sardines, salmon, and tuna, and it plays a role in anti-inflammatory processes and cardiovascular protection in our bodies, okay? There is evidence for it. This vitamin has evidence. In other words, omega-3 has well-established evidence in specific contexts like low fish consumption, very high triglycerides, blood fats, which when elevated increase the risk for the heart, and also in some very particular inflammatory situations. For the general healthy population, without a clear indication, the most recent studies show modest and controversial results, which is very different from what the campaigns have promised for decades. And there's a detail that almost nobody mentions. The quality of omega-3 supplements varies a lot. Many reach the consumer already deteriorated from contact with oxygen. And taking omega-3 in these conditions can actually have a paradoxically harmful effect. Real food, especially sardines and salmon, is still the best option for most people. The fifth and last one also goes against what a lot of people think, because it's not a vitamin or a mineral. It's protein powder, especially whey protein, which is nothing more than protein extracted from milk whey. As we age, the body starts to need more protein to maintain muscle mass, right? Because your body's efficiency in making use of what you eat gradually decreases. It's like the factory that builds muscle gets less productive over time. At the same time, many older adults have less appetite and find it hard to put together varied, protein-rich meals every day. When your regular diet truly doesn't meet this need, that's when protein powder becomes a legitimate support tool, not a replacement for real food, but a practical supplement for those who really need it. And it's important to make it clear, whey protein isn't mandatory for anyone. Eggs, chicken, fish, beans, and lentils, when combined well, serve the same purpose. The decision should be based on your actual eating habits, not on what someone recommended online. Now that you know the 5 supplements that might make sense and have scientific backing, it's time to talk about what you're probably buying without any real need. And this part of the video might be the most important of all. The generic multivitamin is the most striking example. A major study published in 2024 in one of the world's most influential medical journals followed nearly 400,000 healthy adults for over 20 years. And the result was straightforward. Those who took the multivitamin daily had the lowest risk of death from any cause compared to those who did not. This does not mean it is harmful. This means that for those without documented disabilities, it simply doesn't do what it promises. Collagen powder has evidence. It has much more limited evidence than the advertisements suggest, and most studies with positive results are funded by the industry itself. Detox capsules have no scientific support. Your liver and kidneys already do that job. If you're healthy and eating well, there are plenty of wonderful foods for that. Natural testosterone boosters have only marginal evidence, right? And they're often used by people who haven't even checked their hormone levels with a blood test. And thermogenics and extreme pre-workouts, the ones everyone takes before working out or going to the gym, have documented cardiovascular risks, especially for people over 40 and those with risk factors, many of whom don't even know they have them. What really transforms the health of people over 40 doesn't come from pharmacy shelves, and deep down, you probably already know that. It comes from proper nutrition with enough protein and real food on your plate every day. It comes from strength training, which is the most effective way to preserve muscle and bone at this stage of life. It comes from restorative sleep, when your body regulates hormones, repairs tissues, and consolidates memory. It comes from managing chronic stress, which, when left unchecked, breaks down muscle, causes silent inflammation in the body, and from regular medical checkups, with tests and decisions based on your reality, not on what someone is trying to sell you. If after all that, you still feel like you need a specific supplement, and maybe you really do, at least try to look for the ones that actually work, the ones backed by science. That's all for me for now. God bless ya. Take care and a big hug.